What is that? Coffee water. Something and something. Refilling it. Filters. It's kind of a walkthrough. Got these things. Some kind of a late summer walkthrough. Got a bunch of alcohols. Some 50s, some 70s, some 90s. Bunch of triple antibiotics, Q-tips, calamines, allergy, bandages, band-aids, gauze, cotton swab, Q-tips, those things, toothpastes. So, that was it. I go through a lot of Q-tips and toothpaste every day. One per. So, stocking up probably a 10-year, no, more than that. Probably a 15-year or more. Got the noise machine, drying things out. Probably about 15, almost like probably about 20 years supply of Q-tips and toothpaste now. This is like the foods. There's some of those things. Gotta have the toilet papers. 2 lemon cakes, boxes of lemon cake, pound of ground beans, pound of navy beans, and a pound of black eyed peas. Have a nice little mix. Some birthday cake and Dino Bite cereals. 2 things of cereal. 2 things, that's different. No, that's one flavor. Birthday cake Dino Bites. That's the kind of Dino Bite cereal. 2 strawberry cake. There's a lot of cake showing. The sugar is good. Some salt, Creole seasoning, pepper and grinder. Peppercorns in a grinder. So some seasonings. Probably over 20-year supply of food, all told. 20 or so. So this looks like a lot of. That's a lot of mouthwash. If I get rotten out teeth, hopefully I won't. But if I do, I can gargle. While I have the infection. And then you go through a lot. When you have an infection, you go through a lot. The alcohol, bleach goes bad. Humidity's a thing. Bleach goes bad. I use bleach for the mold when I get little mold sprouts. 70%. So it's like 95 degrees outside, but I'm like 80 inside. 15-degree difference in general from ambient temperature inside versus outside. And it would be cooler, but I'm running the dehu, like yesterday and today. I was like 85%. Running it for an hour a day. I think I got a short in the electrical somewheres, or a bad battery. With a battery bank, I think it's just always bad. One of the additional 3. I haven't gotten around to testing it. But yeah, so got that. So main update is just I got more mouthwash up there. Let's see, what are those? Main update is got like a lot of scraps, you know, scrap wood. Got some fence pickets, you know. These are for bird houses, fence pickets. This is before kind of a chest freezer. Some of this plastic, you know, it's kind of got these little bumps for the chest freezer as well. You know, box with like 6 inches of rigid foam insulation and the inside lined with this. Got like 15 of these aluminum windows. So just wrapped up, you know, various 2x and things for making shelves. Some more fence pickets, some 1x4s, some angle brackets. Let's say a stove hood. I might use there, I might not, I don't know. But I got it if I need it. I might use it outside as well, you know. It'd be really nice to have over a wood fire because it'll suck that smoke out, so it's kind of, it actually serves a purpose, you know, over like a propane stove. Like right here would be a propane stove. It's really not doing anything because there's really no smoke from a propane fire. Got a bunch of glass and things, you know. So this is kind of like fully loaded. I don't really got any room left in here. I got these. This is got like a nice texture to it. These I bought. This is for tiling this living half of the thing. This is more or less 24 wide by 32 long. This is kind of like 2/3 of that. And then it's got minus stuff. So I want to say the post is right here, which is like the actual 2/3 point. But then I bring it in, you know, another 2 feet, you know, and then I got, you know, the corner crossed out for the sink and that crossed out, you know, so it's less than 2/3. But I think I figure about 400 square foot. That's like a rough guess. So one more box of the 1x2s and 4 more boxes of the 1x1s. That'll be enough tile to redo, to actually do up the floor in here. It's not going to be anytime soon that I do it. So good thing about the last few jobs was I could collect things, you know, like all this stuff, all this like plywood and things is collected, you know, not the tile, I bought the tile. But I'm running out of room. I don't really got room for all this, you know. It's like I got a few more oxygen absorbers for doing something. Putting in the bags. So I'll be doing another, I don't know, probably 2 to 4 more tubs worth of food. Each tub is like 6 months worth of food. Another 2 to 4. Got these. So I just ordered gas mask with MBC filters. And then this is kind of a Tyvek suit, disposable. So you wear the gas mask, you put the hood over it. There's some gloves. Get gloves on, and then you tape the thing. And these come with, oops. I hope this comes with booties. The attached booties. No, it doesn't. Look at that. Wow. I should have looked at the picture. There's no booties. I thought this came with booties. So I'll just tape the bottom of my boots. And I guess it's kind of good because I really wouldn't, you know, those booties wouldn't hold up anyways. I got 20 of them right now. Got some potassium iodide pills on order as well. And hopefully I'll be getting a meter, Geiger counter, whatever it is, to actually test for radiation. So I'll have some like radiation preps just mowed a little bit ago. Kind of interesting. This fig has actually got a ripe, this fig tree, and then the plum trees aren't doing so hot. I didn't water at all these trees this summer, and it was a dry summer. Finally got rain, so everything's kind of in bloom right now, but it was a rough early summer. This is coming up on September. This thing's just been dry pretty much all year. The last little bit of rain got it. I couldn't even keep this full of water. I got a bunch of tree frog tadpoles in here. Probably like 50 tadpoles they laid in there. I'm just leaving that full of water because if summer goes as it has been going, it won't be wet enough to put the tadpoles in that puddle and keep the puddle wet. The puddle just dry out. I just did some minimum mowing, you know, path to the shower. This fig is doing good. You know, the other trees died. This thing is still alive. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm hoping for a horseradish, but you never know. It's hard to say when a pear is ripe, but I want to say these are pretty much ripe. I mean, they're looking nice. I might try one before I leave today. Let's see. Hard to tell, but this one right here, these long skinny leaves, is a peach tree. That tree is doing good. Kind of blended in with all those weeds, so nothing's bothering it. This cherry tree died, sadly. That one's doing good, the fig, and the apple tree dropped its apple, but it's doing good. This is cool. There's a bug eating my tomato. A couple of them over there eating it, working on it. These tomatoes are actually doing pretty good. Planted like 4 or 5 kinds of peppers, 4 or 5 kinds of tomatoes, and probably like 4 kinds of each, you know, 4 of each kind, and everything died except for this little cherry tomato. Oops, I didn't zoom in on that one. Well, that's a cherry tomato. There it is. So there's 1 cherry tomato plant, 2nd cherry tomato plant, and a 3rd cherry tomato plant. That's probably like a total of 4 cherry tomato plants I planted. What do you call it? 3 have made it. In a dry summer where I did absolutely nothing to, you know, I fertilized them and watered them a few times, you know, in the height of the heat. You know, I come out here, I'd water it, you know. But that was very minimal maintenance, you know. Got some nice little suckers growing off of this apple tree. The stem's gotten thicker, you know. It dropped its apple, but this one seems to be doing pretty good. Got the something. Oh, Katie did. Hold the rod. Let's do a little path over there. Yeah, I think I killed that one. And this one's just barely alive. Persimmon tree. So, this way for my coffee in the mornings. 2 scoops with a serving spoon. And there, toss it on the fire. Got these things. There's little green balls everywhere. Whew. I like this. Having it being like on the inside of a vine-covered structure. Got the Japanese honeysuckle growing too. So I'm going wrapping around as a Japanese honeysuckle. Persimmon. No fruit. It's kind of scary. It's rhubarb. Rhubarb. So first year I planted them, I seeded and all that, did a bunch of flowers. This year they've just been hanging back. It's giving this. It's my gooseberry. Kind of hard to tell. Kind of blends into the background. Basically a single stalk, you know, got some growth down there. Giving the gooseberry a chance to do some growing. Pawpaw is done for the year. Didn't make any fruit. This thing was doing really good. It's kind of a, almost like a, it's a blackberry raspberry mix. Until I sprayed for blackberries. I sprayed everything around this plot, but looks like the poisons kind of got sucked into the plot, you know. So it's these center ones. This is a spreader, you know, so it's spread out pretty good. So there's still some that didn't get killed by that poison, but the poison did knock out that real good. None of those flowers this fall made anything. This is kind of crazy. Usually this is overgrown. Strawberries, you know, but it's like something happened where nothing's growing back here now. No strawberries left. Nice little fig. I think something found the figs, because this thing used to be loaded, but now the only ones left on it. It used to be loaded with ripe ones, but now the only ones left are unripe. You kind of see right there. What is that? Yeah, something ate the juicy bits of that one. So something's onto the figs. It's been a good year for figs. Goji's started over there, the goji berries, and then these were blueberries. The goji berry spread. Making little flowers here this September. And this guy's making flowers and fruits. Or goji fruit. Still no seeds from the asparagus, but it's nice and fluffy. This one was loaded with a bunch of ripe ones too, but now it's like some that are almost ripe but not quite ripe. This is cool. This is like I think this is hen of the woods. It's basically chicken of the woods but brown instead of orange. Well, tan instead of orange. These flowers will open up later today, but it's still like before noon, probably like around 2 or so. Passion flowers will be open. Looking good. Beetle made it out just in time. This was the biggest initial tree I cut down when I first started clearing the land. So it was like 12 rings or something. Thought it'd be here forever. Not forever, but for a long time. I was thinking about doing an awning and using it as a post, you know. I'm glad I didn't because it's already gone. The little ants and things. So no luck with the chicken of the woods. It's kind of crazy. Getting the hen of the woods when I wasn't even trying. You know, I just need more room. It's kind of the whole thing. Those fences. Some more fences. Some fertilizers, some plastics. Cool looking clock that can't tell time. So it's gonna be a walk down to the place. Basically, I'm just gonna keep doing piecemeal things. You know, the driveway's in too rough of shape to have things delivered. You know, like it'd be nice just to order a bunch of materials and have them dropped off. You know, like pallets of this, pallets of that. But they can't get up this driveway. You know, I'd have to redo the driveway. Now you're talking major project, and it's like that's just not it's not gonna happen. Not before, you know, when I'm out here permanently, I'll do that. But if it gets to that point, you know. But it doesn't look like society's gonna last that long. Grass Society has done surprisingly well, you know. Government managed to get people to use less gas, or at least that's what they're saying. Over here in Nashville, they're not like less gas usage than during COVID. I mean, traffic is a nightmare in Nashville. You know, there's like twice as many people on the road, but then Nashville is like a booming area. It's kind of rough. I actually bottomed out right there. Scraped it. Whoosh, going up, but it is starting to get a little tricky making it up this driveway. Yeah, it's too much for doing delivery, so I'll be doing things piecemeal. One more load of tile, and like, you know, every time I come out here, I bring tubs of preps, you know, like those. I should in a week or two have my gas mask and filter and potassium iodide. No, put those Tyvek suits in there with it. Maybe get a box of booties so I don't have to wear boots. But then put all that stuff in a tub. This is like a lot of erosions. Just whoosh. Yeah, it doesn't rain around here. It downpours. It's just crazy. My word is that they got people to use less gas, so they're easing off on the gas prices. But if people start using gas again, they're just gonna jack up those gas prices. So I was thinking it would be like $8 right now for a gallon of gas. But they dropped the price because people stopped using as much. I wanted to get people to eat bugs, but now they found out that the chitin and exoskeletons is bad for people. They're having to rethink things. Plant-based fake meat is too expensive and costly to make. But they're going to keep at it until people start consuming less meat. Well, they'll be doing that anyways. Supposed to get pretty expensive coming up. Sounds like a little pause on the fall. Pause from lowering the gas prices, but it's still falling. Or other things being such a dry summer. I want to say 30%. Neighbor's doing something. I thought it was a neighbor, but it's just a ton of flies or bees or something over there. It's hot, but beautiful. I want to say 30%. It's like a persimmon tree. Persimmon tree leaves. I don't see any persimmon, so I'm hoping this is a persimmon. Oh look, it's one of those artichokes. I wonder if this will have any, like, meat in there. Somewhere's over here. Oh, it's over here. It's the hazelnuts. Yeah, I want to say from the dry summer, 30% of the farmers have, not bothering to harvest a crop, or aren't even getting a crop. It's just not. Wow, frogs hopped in there. Banks overflowing. Well, it's kind of like a little mud slick. I'm gonna have to trench it out again, just so it doesn't collapse first. So, it's not harvested yet, or not a failed harvest yet because it hasn't gotten to that point, but when it does get to that harvest season in a month or two, there just won't be nearly what there usually is. Oh, 30%, they'll be 30% less. And then beef-wise, I want to say their cattle herds are, they're shrinking their herds because they can't feed them. Too costly to get hay. There's just not enough hay and things. So they're just, dumping cattle on the market right now, selling it for the beef rather than keeping a big herd. So we're getting a little glut of beef right now, but it'll be followed by, a lot less beef. So increased prices, beef prices. I think I missed it. I missed the hazelnuts. Hopefully they didn't get cut down. And then you have this kind of societal decay from all the points. It's nice. Yeah, it's kind of, I think 6 years ago, I realized it's kind of time to get moving. I'm preparing for societal collapse. I didn't think it would last 6 years, but it has. Really hard to say how much longer it's got in it. This is a trumpet vine. Big old seed pod. And my trumpet vine doesn't do seed pods like that. It's just barely makes flowers. No use for them. You can't eat them, and they're actually poisonous for livestock. A lot of livestock. So, kind of actually a bad plant. Does make some nice flowers. Should be something down here. Going for a walk. I don't know, a few weeks ago when I was out here, found I want to say someone's bug out shelter. There's really no point. Nice little coral spider. Right in the middle of the walkway is how they like to do it. Down where the water marks down to. Like this. That's sad. It's a hazelnut that fell. These hazelnuts is going to waste. It is nice having hazelnuts around though. This is the Chanterelle Hill. I wonder if there's something in that. Sounded like there's something. I haven't seen anything. Probably too early for the chanterelles. Or maybe it's too late. Yeah. It's pretty short season. End up coming up on them. Got chicken of the woods in the spring and fall. It looks like hen of the woods midsummer. was right at face level. So it's a bit unnerving walking through spider webs and having spiders crawl all over you. But in general, they want to get off of you, so they fall to the ground as quickly as they can. They don't just kind of hang out on you. And I'm pretty sure I've never been bitten by a spider. If I have one of these, well, he just fell. Nope, he didn't fall. He's climbing still. Yeah, the webs are everywhere. We'll go one end to another. It's unnerving. I don't think I've ever been bitten. Like, if I've been bitten by them, they don't hurt. They don't have gills. Yeah, it's nice that it's taking so long for society to collapse, because it's more time to prep. Granted, if there's a nuclear. Oh! Maybe chanterelles. They look like chanterelles. So maybe it is chanterelle season. I'm not going to get any. But another armadillo. There's a lot of armadillos around. They're I want to say the most common roadkill down here, because they're pretty much blind and deaf. And they've kind of used their smell for knowing if there's danger, but they can't smell a car coming when it's driving at 30 whatever miles an hour. You get a lot of dead armadillos on the road. Yeah. No, those ain't. No, ow. That's almost an inch thick diameter steel cable. That kind of looks like a chanterelle, but it's not. Mosquitoes are bad. Summer. I haven't stocked soap yet. And when I say soap will go bad, there's like the oils in it go rancid. But I think what I'm gonna do is start stocking powdered soap. Like powdered laundry detergent. I already got a little bit, but no massive supplies. And then I'll just use that laundry detergent for all of my washing. For washing my dishes, for washing myself, for washing my laundry. Because I'm guessing if it's powdered and dry, it'll last longer. It's not just gonna go bad. But I still need to do that. I think I'm pretty good on clothes. Pretty good on food and water. Granted, I would like to upgrade my water system, but you know, some of those loads would be 55-gallon drums. I haven't started, you know, I got those two right now, two blue 55-gallon drums, but eventually I want to get a lot of them. Let's see. I'll redo my water system with them, among other things. Hoping the water level is low enough to cross over to Matthew Stream. Matthew Stream is where nice marvelous. Matthew Stream is where the thing is. Frogs. Going back pretty far. This used to be a little camp area. But all the trees have fallen down, so people don't use it anymore. A big horsefly. Got a looks like a herring and an egret. Let's see what we got. Where are you? There's the heron, right there. And there's the egret. They're both really skittish. All these big waterfowl are fly. I'm kind of surprised they haven't flown yet. It's not about here, exposed open. It is nice being alone. This is Sunday. Alone aside from the coyotes and deer and bald eagles. Right over in there is where that bald eagle was nesting a few years ago. I wonder if that's one of the breeding pairs that just took off. No four-wheelers have been out yet. That's like last summer's four-wheeler ruts. None have been out so far this year. Let's see if I can make it across. Oh, I'm cheesy. This is why I haven't been out yet. It's a nightmare. Smells good. Yeah, it doesn't smell too bad. That's some frogs. Definitely not something you want on your hand. Bush. The crackhead moths. I think that was the egret. Looks like a carp right there. Swimming in the shallows. It's kind of solid. One of these fish nests when this is underwater. You know, the water level's right up there. What is that? This is a stick. Okay. I think the fish will clear out the mud. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot more of these little mud dents this year than usual. Usually there's hardly any. That's just all dented. I'm going to walk on the grassy bits, because I got a feeling that it's more sturdy than the lower bits. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it across there though. These coyotes are sinking in pretty deep. Right here the deer are trying to cross. This is the first spot that they're crossing. Because there's that gravel right there. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try since the deer seem to be making it. Let's do little baby steps. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I don't think I could cross that water. I think the water's too deep. And this is just a little too freshly dried up. Looks like a big turtle. Hasn't had time to harden yet. Pond turtle. Wow. I should be able to cross to the other bank over there. I'm guessing that's the easiest cross point. This is awfully sketchy. Awfully sketchy. Wow. Follow up the bank over there. These butterflies are crazy. So rough. You never know when you're gonna hit a soft spot. Whew. Got this nice sandy rocky pit right in here. So let's take a few inches. I should be able to, I think, cut across right over in here and end up at a pretty good spot over there without having to deal with that muddy mess. See how many brambles there are though. Nice dragonfly. I'm gonna be showering when I get back. White hibiscus. Should be good for making tea. On this bank. Oh, look. Four-wheeler people. This bank, I can move around. Let's try to catch a dragonfly. I don't know if I actually got on camera. My kayak over there. Someone else has the same idea. Look at this. Get a little closer. This is why I want to be on this side, because that side over there is all brambles. So you can't really get down. You can, but you end up itchy. Fish skeleton. That's the normal water line right there. This is maybe at normal water level. 2 foot of water where I'm walking. It's pretty shallow normally. This is back here. You kind of see this is the stream flowing. It's pretty much dried up, you know, the stream. There's really not much of a flow to it, but when there is more water, it's flowing that way. The wind does blow this way, but it blows into that whole mud flat area that I was getting stuck in. You know, the stream bed area, you have to do a big loop up and then a big loop down to get over here. But you got this. Bam. I saw this from the shore last time I was out here, but you know, it's too much to get over here. This is where their electricals came in. This is pretty wild. The smell of old wood. So, it cost me like pylons or something. I'll hold it in. It's kind of trippy as it's here, because this thing just barely fits back here. Oh, it's a stick. I thought that was like a quail or something that was I surprised, but I didn't surprise, it's just a stick. Beached on the stream. Nice little bass. Wow. It'll zoom in. Yeah, he just swam. Probably like a 10, 12 incher. One of the bigger ones for the shallows. Because this is like warm water. It must have gotten stuck over here. Some bluegills and bass. World can tear itself apart. People being vile. It's still beautiful out here. This is a crazy find. Dog. Another dog. Some duck decoys. So, I mean, you gotta be pretty out there to park your ship, whatever this thing is. Park your floating house thing. Oh, there's a bird. You gotta be pretty crazy to be parking it way back here. Look at that. It's shattered. Shattered going in. So whatever broke it came from the outside. You don't see anything in here. There's no rocks or anything, so I'm thinking a person did it. They just hit with their elbow or something. Oh, that's what happened. It's the sag, you see? It's a straight line, and then right there, it's settled. I put the thing under so much pressure, it just snapped, burst. This is trippy. So I don't see why someone would put this out here. Invoice by days. Invoice by days. Yeah, it's empty. So this is some kind of a restaurant. Floating restaurant. That's what this was. Because this is like, you know, MasterCard invoice. Had power at some point. It's pretty close to those guys. Luckily they're not very vicious. Or else they would have been stung. Because I was right upon them. Okay, it's more wasps. That almost looked like a bat. Yeah. No support. Almost took a dive. Pretty trippy. Some more wasps. It's a cool find. So some kind of a fish. When it's out here in public land, it's public domain. You can't have private property out here. So it's, you can do whatever you want with it, to it. That's my general understanding. It's not trespassing or anything. Oh, this looks like a male. Yeah, as cool as it is, yeah, so I'll be doing stuff like that, but nothing nearly like that. But small shacks, I want to do small shacks. You know, then you gotta hide your stuff because it is public domain. You can't just leave your food and supplies out because people come in and they can take it and all that, and they have every right to it. That's why you gotta hide the stuff. Yeah, so this is the stream right here. You can see that flowing. Yeah, it's too hard trying to find the butterflies. Butterflies have small butterflies. Yeah, it's rough right now. Being in society, it's just like a nagging call, itch, come back out, stay out. But then it's like, you know, like a month in society is like 2 years of living out here paid for. You know, the saving I can do in a month will, you know, pay the bills for 2 years living out here. And then it's like, you know, you need to do the preps. I'm almost done with the food. Even getting that NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical preps. Start off the day with coffee. I got a few years supply of coffee, but coffee is just gonna lose its stuff, so I don't have long-term supplies of coffee. But for the first few years, I'll have coffee. Start off the day with coffee and whatever breakfast stuff. Got a lot of pancake batter and flour. My blueberry pancakes. Some sugar. So you mix the sugar with the water, and now you got a simple syrup. And give it a few little bits of cinnamon or something. I got a lot of cinnamon because that's like one of the best dessert spices you can get in bulk. I might run into people if I keep going. As they park the four-wheeler, they park their trucks, I don't know, a mile or two that way. Then they start four-wheelering, you know, that's where they leave the trailers. You can see the four-wheeler marks over here. Sometimes four-wheeler. I was thinking about going through the woods, but it's just too much, too many poison ivies and all that jazz. So I'm gonna risk the mud on the way back. Maybe. Cross. At the boat. And my shacks will be 10 by 10, 9 by 9. That thing is huge. That looks like it might be a trout. I don't see too many trouts around here. Where is it? There he goes. Got speckles. If it's got a line, I consider it a bass. That one was speckled. Warm waters. I don't know. 60, 70 degrees maybe. You know, it cools my feet down. But fish like trout and bass, like, actually like cold water. So I mean, this is like warm for them. Let's get the minnows into the deeper water. The bass will strike. Not seeing any gar or anything. Just a lot of like bluegill and whatnot. Kind of like a gemstone almost. Ate a leaf or something. Yeah, it's a leaf. We're all looking at it, but they're like, no, it's just a leaf. Nah, it's too deep. Can't quite cross right there. Nice little poop. Swallow's nest. Kinds of little twirly beetles. Water bugs, water beetles. Big line of them. Kind of fun to see them. It's like, why aren't the fish eating them? Or are the fish just full? They've eaten so many of them that they're just full now. I like this sighting idea. You got your log, you square it up, you end up with these things. I think they're called cants, maybe. And then just taking the cants and putting the cants on the stuff. So you get your lumber that's squared up, and then the cants you use as a faux log cabin siding. Too often that you get something like this washing up on your shore. I don't see how it would have gotten blown back here. It's such a crazy spot to get blown into. I don't see why someone would park it back here either. It's such a crazy spot to park it. It's like, you know, it's ruined now. Unless someone just found it floating around and then they moved it back here because they just found it and it wasn't theirs. They didn't care. That's probably what happened. It broke free in some flood. Some people found it and then just moved it over here. So I want to get over there. Avoid things, but this is like a deep water channel. Too deep to walk across. So that's it for this video though. It's a cool look at the thing. Still working on the preps. Next things will be probably cinder blocks or something. Just bringing a couple here, a couple there. I want to do the foundations for the cinder blocks and concrete. You know, the concrete will get, you know, being a humid basement, the bunker, concrete will go kind of hard. So I really don't want to get too many powders too soon because then I have to use them. So I get a 2 weeks vacation with a new job. New job is fixing up mobile homes. For property management company, they manage various things. Mobile home courts being one of them. And I think 125 mobile homes in this particular court. People move out, we fix them up, get them ready to re-rent, release. So I'll be doing that. I get starting Monday. You know, this is Sunday. Starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's will be my first day. I get 2 weeks of vacation a year, and a week of sick time that you can use as vacation. Plus 2 floating holidays you can use whenever, you know, 2 personal days, and then your standard holidays off. So I'll be getting time off. Scaring the fish up. So I'm kind of like just stocking up materials piecemeal, you know, each trip out. Bring in a carload of materials, not enough, but after, to do anything, but after 10, 20 trips, you got enough supplies to build a thing, you know. And I'm just gonna be starting to accrue my vacation time. So it'll be like next summer I'll have 2 weeks of vacation and a week of sick time I could use. In 3 weeks I could do a good amount of constructions. Yeah, and after a year of bringing out supplies, I'll have the materials ready. I'm not actually gonna go through the mud. I'm gonna go through the trees. That mud is just too scary. But I'm just going to walk out here because just for the video, go to the tip. But in general, I'm gonna head back and get cleaned up. Call it a trip. Brought out 3 tubs of food, 2 tubs of like medical supplies, you know. One of those mouthwash tubs and one of those alcohol tubs. 4 boxes of the 1x2 tile, along with like some fence pickets and 1x2 lumbers. It's kind of like a more or less standard run. I'm gonna stop bringing out the food. So it looks like I'll be probably like around 25 years worth of food stocked. you know, by the time I stop. And I'll still have Mylar bags, I just won't have oxygen absorbers. So I might still stock like juice drinks, you know, powdered juice drinks. This is kind of a, he's going, he's like, nah, I think I'll stop. And that was a wide four-wheeler, that was one of the big ones. In general, this little outcropping is muddy, or not muddy, rocky. You kind of see, you know, to get blown in from over there and then around this, and it had to get blown up. You kind of see the wind's blowing it this way, and the flow of that creek is flowing this way. So it's kind of a, I don't see how it would have made it all the way, and then that sharp 90, you know, would have been beached over there or something, or beached along this shore. So someone had to have put it over there, and I doubt it was the owners. The owners wouldn't pick it up. Just ruined it. It's just gonna rot away. But it is a good hunting, fishing lodge. You know, kind of a block off the doors, and you don't gotta worry about the coyotes coming in at you at night. A lot of killdeers. Like 10 of them. They're out here. I was kind of scared. It's a nice breeze. Sandbar, nice sandy beach. I wouldn't go swimming in here though. I could go. I have more waiting out there. Way over there is an actual open lake. Nice view. Looking at the shore. Like way over there. Okay. Yeah, that's like a full memory card. This is probably a long video. Yeah. Not necessarily long. Yeah, but that's it for this one.